Welcome everyone. Today I am going to be restarting something which I used to do, and very excited to talk about it. I used to do it and allow me to use Hindi and English mix. एंड आज हम लोग चालू कर रहे हैं मार्केट क्या लगता है, मार्केट में क्या लगता है, कैसे होता है, क्या होता है. एंड in this series I am going to be targeting one video every Saturday. So let's see how much I can do. It's something that I want to do it for all you learners out there who really are interested in learning Elliot Waves and lot many other things. I when I put my analysis, I am going to be using a lot of things, but when I present it, I'm going to be limiting myself to Elliot Waves because it is easier, simpler to explain, and also to predict levels and to talk about what's and how something is going to be working out. And I'm sure you are going to like it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I will talk very quickly about the past, and then we'll talk about at the end as a bonus. So that will make you watch till the end of the recording. I am going to give you one options trade which you can hold for next 4 5 days, and which with which you will be able to make 4% 5% return on your or on your capital. That's too good, right? 4 5% in 1 week. It is also going to have its own little bit of risk, so I'm also going to talk about the risks. So please make sure you do your own risk analysis before you get on to any of such trades. Please consider your money as your money. They are not my money. uh, Please don't take what I say or what anyone says just like that. Use it with little pinch of salt. Use your mind, use your analysis, and then trade the market so that you are able to make maximum out of it. Okay, so let's get going. So here I'm assuming that you would know the basic charts, and I'm assuming that you would also know counting. Okay, all you need to know is count till A, B, C, and counting 1 2 3 4 5. That's it. If you know this much, you are you passed first grade to do Elliott waves. Very simple. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way till the last year, October, around 20th of October. We did the high, and the markets were at 18,500 600 plus. And the people who have been in touch with me, I had told them that there is a potential top and markets will correct from here. So we did notice this top, and then market started correcting. And beautifully, markets always have some structure. They're telling you a story, just like music that you hear. Markets are also telling you the story. Just that, are you uh, are you the right frequency of the markets? If you are, then everything is for you. So from there we start counting. So we have got 1, then we have got a correction which is 2, then we have a major fall which is a 3, then we have a correction which is a 4, and then we have got one more fall which is a 5. Okay, till here things were very clear to people. And then after that, when market start going up, people thought, oh yeah, abhi correction khatam, now put money and then markets will go up. But then markets had something else in mind. It had a corrective wave B, which is made up of A, B, and C. So it did A, then it did B. So B is also made up of A, B, and C. Okay, and after that it made a C, which is where your A, B wave correction is over. Okay, after that again we start counting 5. So here we have got 1, we have got a 2, we have got a 3, we have got a 4, and we have got a 5. So people who have been in contact with me, I did talk about this 4, and I also did talk about this point. 15,300, 15,200 was my target. It went little below, doesn't matter. and then it actually bounced back. And the exact mention that I made over there is that we are up for most likely an all-time high. Okay, that is what I mentioned there. And thanks to markets obliged me, and then they started going up again. We start counting 1 2 3 4 5. So there was a 1, there was a 2. Oh, now there is something different, right? So the wave 3 is also, let me just zoom in a little bit. I'm going to go to 75-minute chart, and then I'm going to talk about it here. So after this 1 and 2, this is the same 1 and 2 that we talked about. After this 1 and 2, the wave 3, if you keep going down and down, the markets will have its own story to tell, right? And it always moves in the same counts. So whichever time frame you are at, it would give you the same count. So now from 1 2, there is a 3 going on, but that 3 is made up of 5 waves, which is going to be a wave 1, a wave 2, and then it had completed wave 3, and then there was a correction 4. Okay, now this 4 also, if people would have been following me, they would have noticed that I did talk about this particular place. Yes, I did a lot of things in the back end, but I did not share it with too many people. So you all people who have been in touch with me, you would have known this. And from here it again started going for the fifth wave. So 1 2 3 4, and then fifth wave, and on that fifth wave we have got a 1 and a 2 most likely. Now why most likely is because when you have got the past, it's much easier for you to talk about what it looks like and how to put the counts. But then when you are actually in the trade, it becomes difficult, and that is exactly what is the pain. And if you are able to get through with this, nothing like it. Now from here, where exactly I'm expecting the markets to go, and if I look at it, a very simple Fibonacci retracement that I'm going to be drawing, and my expectation is going to be 18,200 levels. Okay, so that is the first level that I'm going to be targeting at this point in time as a trader. While this wave 5 is going to be taking its own sweet way. So probably if wave 1 is so big, wave 5 may also be little bigger. I really don't know at this point in time, but as a trader we need to be able to make some decisions and go on with what we see, right? So now if I go in this particular piece in a little bit of a detail level, then I would see here. So if I have to go in here and look at it, then I am able to see an ABC pattern already. Okay, this is A, this is a B, and this is a C. Okay, and if you really look at it, if this was a 1 and a 2, okay, let me just draw it. Let me draw it with yellow color, little bit orange tinge. So this wave, if you look at it, it is going to be a 1, it is going to be a 2, and this is a 3. Okay, fair. And then after this 3, you have got an ABC pattern here, which is going to be completing, and then we are starting to go up. Okay, so this, how did I estimate this level? Very simple. Usually it will trade, it will come down to 50% to 61%. You look at this, perfect 61% of this. Okay, so 17,450, 470 was my target. That is where the markets came and started reversing. Now, very important, is this a perfect reversal? I really don't know, because markets will always have its own story to tell, and we need to dance according to the market. So what we are saying is, as long as it does not come below this level, or as long as it does not fill up this gap, we are good to go. And so this is going to be my stop loss, or probably even if you want to put it below this gap, it should be perfectly fine. Markets have a habit of closing a lot of gaps. Or if you want to even go below here, that should be not a big problem. And from here we expect markets to go up. Okay, how much? Again 127. Very simple. So from here I just am going to draw this, and look at this. So 17,850 is going to be my immediate target. Okay, so now what I'm telling you is that there are two targets that I want to be working on: 17,850, and the second target is here, 18,200 levels. So these are the two targets that we are going to be looking at, and markets don't go in single direction, right? It will go up and down, up and down. So now, if my expectation is that from here markets are going to go up, what would I do? I would a very simple way. I am going to be taking a trade which is going to be which is going to be helping me to go long. Okay, so let's go to options oracle. I mean, you could use your own options tool, and let's zoom in. This is the trade that I am recommending for the next week, 8th of September expiry. You go long, put 17,000, and then you short a put 17,500. And I have already talked about the stop loss on the price level. It is somewhere between 17,250 to 60 is a stop loss that you could take, or you could also take a stop loss which is going to be based on this options trade. We are going to talk about it. So if you take this trade, how much you would be able to earn? Okay, so as per the strategy chart, I am able to earn around 5,800 rupees on one single lot. Now, on Monday, the markets may come little down and you will get better bet, or markets go up and you may not get all the better bets. That's our luck, right? In trading, all these things do happen, which is going to be 8% as per options oracle. But if you look at it, I am fairly sure that the margin is not going to be more than 40,000 rupees if you go to standard brokers. So 6,000 over a 40,000 margin, that is bloody 15%, right? So anything between 8% and 16% is what you are going to be earning in less than 1 week by just taking this trade. Stop loss. See, trading is all about probabilities. So with those probabilities, you should be able to put in your stop loss, which should go with 1:2 risk reward at the minimum if you are doing option strategies. So I would put my stop loss at near about 3,000 rupees of loss. So maybe on a larger term, 70% of my strategies are profitable. So I will be able to make a lot of money on a longer term business way. Again, I am telling you, please do not blindly follow me. What I am doing is more for learning. So learn from it. Try to understand the markets, the detailed analysis. There are a lot of people who teach options. There are a lot of people who teach trading, Elliot Waves. Learn something from them. Try understanding it, and then based on that, you take your own trade. I am here only to show you the way. So use it as much as you want. Finally, if you look at the graph chart of the this particular trade, this is how it looks like. So you are going to be making 5,800. Maximum risk shown is a lot, but don't worry about it, because you may exit this trade taking a stop loss. Okay, so if I zoom in here, and I talked about the stop loss to be around 17,300 400 level, so it will give you 1:1 stop loss. But I would rather ask you to go with 1:2 stop loss. It really doesn't matter the charts and everything. You may be an expert in charts, but you may still make lots of mistakes. So don't worry about it. Just go with 1:2 stop loss, and on a longer term, aim to make a lot of money. Okay, so that is what is my one of my traits that you may want to evaluate. So great. Please do give me feedback. I'm sure you are going to encourage me to do more and more, better and better. Let's see how this go on. Okay, have a great time. Cheers.